Everyone. I hope that I'm coming through all right. This is a slightly different setup this time in my slanted kitchen. Everything just feels a little to the tilt. Got to get these floorboards fixed. Anyway, another night of cooking with Justin. Please let me know if you can hear me when you sign on. For our future watchers, tonight we are making home-style pork chops with mashed potatoes. Love me some pork chops. So first, preheat the oven to 425. That's already going. We're going to wash up some potatoes here. Now these potatoes will be diced up into half-inch pieces. I want to dry my hands. Now to dice potatoes, what we're going to use is, check the handy-dandy chart of knives. We're going to use this Santoku knife. Santoku knife is handy for dicing and chopping. Now these potatoes, these are going to be in for mashed potatoes. That's what we're having tonight. So we're going to dice these into half-inch pieces. Oh, we seem to be having a slight technical issue. Hang on a second.
It's not an issue if they do it on purpose.
What's not an issue if they do it on purpose?
Not letting me in until you say so.
Oh, hey. Yes. That checks out. Ah, you can hear me, which is also good. All right.
And it sounds like you can hear me. So
yes, I can.
We're doing good.
Yes. So what I'm doing now is I'm chopping some potatoes into half-inch pieces so that I can make mashed potatoes.
Yum. What's the whole dish tonight?
Tonight's dish is home-style pork chops with mashed potatoes, plus roasted green beans and pan sauce.
Sounds like a traditional meat and potatoes dish.
Yeah. Sometimes you just gotta have it, especially when it's been cool like this.
Right? This is chilly weather, if anything.
It is. Spoke to my mom today. It's her birthday. She is 66 years young today.
Happy birthday, Justin's mom.
She lives in Arizona. Initially, she moved down there to be a snowbird, so she was, half-time there, half-time here, to escape the cold. Then down there became her permanent residence because it just became too difficult to keep going down there and then coming back up here. Age does that.
That seems to happen a lot.
Yeah. However, the weather in Arizona is becoming so extreme, she is starting to become a reverse snowbird.
Oh.
A heat bird? Because the summers are regularly in the 90s, 100s, 110s for extended periods. So she has to come up here to escape the heat. So she is becoming a reverse snowbird. And I don't blame her for it. This weather is too messed up.
Yeah, I don't blame her either.
Yeah. I also don't envy her. But yeah, our warmest day next week on the 10-day forecast is 66 Fahrenheit.
God, I love it.
Mom's warmest day in the 10-day forecast is in the 90s. And that's
See what
after it
it's going to
being
be like where
in
my
the
parents are.
60s for the next for the past several days.
And it's pouring rain today and tomorrow.
Yeah. And yesterday. When, no, I'm not going to ask when your parents will be here. I was going to ask when your parents are going to be here. Then I thought the better of it. Instead, I'm going to ask, have you heard about this meme where apparently men think about the Roman Empire several times a day?
I'm sure some do.
Yeah, this thing's been going on for a while on the internet. So I was at work talking to a coworker, and I had mentioned that Rome wasn't built in a day because we're talking about how it's taking a long time for us to complete a certain task. It's a lengthy task. It's going to take a while.
That is exactly what that proverb is for.
Mm-hmm. And she asked me, how many times a day do you think of the Roman Empire? And I'm like, 0 on average. Why? And she said, well, and I saw this thing online about men thinking about the Roman Empire a lot. I was like, okay.
Helps that you're not a man.
It does, but I'm not out at work, so she doesn't know.
Got it.
So then randomly, the internets, I saw a Watcher sort, Watcher Shane Madej and Ryan Bergara, and they did a short where someone asked Ryan how often he thinks of the Roman Empire. I'm like, what is going on here? And then I started seeing posts on Facebook about being asked how often people think of the Roman Empire and how men tend to think about it a lot more. And I'm like, wow, I almost never think about it. Though this has been a Roman Empire heavy week because people keep bringing it up around me.
I mean, I've been thinking about it a lot this week because I've spent the last week and a half immersed in the game Stray Gods.
Oh, that would do it.
Yep. Are you familiar?
Not at all.
Oh my gosh, it's so good. Okay, so it's technically the Greek gods, but of course, you know, Roman Empire is syncretized with everything. So
yeah.
You start out playing a woman named Grace. She's in her early 20s, just dropped out of college, and the inciting incident of the game is that the muse Calliope dies in your arms and passes her muse powers to you.
Interesting.
At which point the other idols, as they're called, say, you just killed our friend and took her powers. We're going to kill you. And you say, let me have a week to prove myself. And then because you're a muse, all of the battles and intrigue and everything that you need to do are done in song.
Huh.
It's a musical of a
Rap
video game.
Battles of History.
Oh no, this is so much better. This is Austin Wintry's new game, if that means anything to you.
Wait, it's whose new game?
Austin Wintry.
Don't know who that is.
You know the game Journey?
No, I'm thinking of Braid. No, I don't.
You are thinking of, okay. Let me look at some other. Let's see. Flow, Journey, Monaco, the Banner Saga.
No. Whoops. Nope.
Assassin's Creed Syndicate.
I've heard of Assassin's Creed. A friend of mine has an Assassin's Creed flag.
Okay. he's won a lot of awards for video game music. Like Journey is one of the most lauded games of the early 2010s. It's truly incredible. It's completely dialogue free. You play as this one little floating character across a desert. You have to solve environmental puzzles, and the soundscape is part of what sells it.
Nice.
This musical is by the same guy who did the sound for that game.
All right, that's pretty cool.
Let's see. Voice talent includes Laura. Oh shoot! Troy Baker, Laura Bailey, Carrie Payton, Felicia Day, Anthony Rapp.
I know Felicia Day and Anthony Rapp.
Yeah. You would know the other names if you looked at their
IMDb?
I guess bibliography is the right word.
Sure.
Filmography, gameography.
All threeographies?
I guess. Laura Bailey is on Critical Role, if that helps.
It does not.
Okay.
I've heard of it. I've seen clips, but I've never actually watched it.
Okay. The voice of Calliope is Ashley Johnson, known for Ellie in The Last of Us.
The video game or the TV show?
The video game.
Okay. I didn't play it.
Okay. Troy Baker was Joel in The Last of Us, and Samuel Drake in Uncharted.
I've heard of both of those games.
English voice of Greed from Brotherhood.
Is Brotherhood Assassin's Creed?
No, that's anime. I keep forgetting actually an anime brainworm.
No, I'm not. Sorry. My anime begins and ends with... No, I can't say that anymore. My anime begins with Dominion Tank Police and ends with whatever you've shown me. Oh, no.
Here we go. Carrie Payton played Wasabi in the Big Hero 6 series.
Didn't watch the series.
Oh, it was really fun. You should.
I'll put that on my list of things to watch. Oh, we have a viewer. Welcome, viewer.
Hello, viewer. Leave a comment so we know who you are. It's Solstice Winter.
Oh, hey, it's Solstice Winter. Good to see you. Hope you're having a good day. Been meaning to reach out to you so we could talk about making plans. But it's been a busy week.
Figure out. Oh, there's a minor character named Oracle, played by Kimberly Brooks, who was on Steven Universe.
Oh, as who on Steven Universe?
I have to go look at the IMDb for that one. We're talking about the video game role-playing musical Stray Gods. Or I am, because I'm info dumping about the thing that I've been focusing on for the last week and a half.
Sometimes we need a good info dump.
I can recognize when my neurodivergence is taken over.
Yeah.
Let's see. I gotta scroll down a little bit to find Steven Universe, because it's getting to be an older series, as it were.
Oh dear, yes it is. I had posted something about 150 years ago, and then someone pointed out that 150 years ago was only 18. All right, hold on. 1920, 1900, 1870. I was like,
Yep.
Crud.
I was going to say
150 years ago wasn't that
War.
long ago. And I was doubly annoyed because I'm usually the one going, history wasn't that long ago. And then talking about how, like, Betty White was older than sliced bread.
Okay, so this actress was Jasper on Steven Universe.
Ah, Jasper.
Right?
Yeah. Love me some Jasper.
Ooh.
Such a character.
You're not going to recognize this, but the voice of the god Eros was in Xenoblade Chronicles 3, which Donald and I enjoyed.
That sounds like a video game.
It is.
I'm peeling these this garlic faster than I have in the past. I'm getting better.
Look at you
Practice
getting
makes perfect.
practiced.
Yeah. Good old practice. Oh, the smell of garlic. Gotta love it.
Other is the credit on IMDb for this person.
Other. Ah.
Random voices.
All right. Rinse off the hands again because they're getting sticky from the garlic. So rinse, just rinse.
Did you ever watch iZombie?
No.
Okay. Because playing the Minotaur was the doctor, one of the main supporting characters in that.
Oh, I see.
But a game that can get fucking Anthony Rapp, like, they're gonna get some other good names.
Yes. I think I've only seen Anthony Rapp twice.
Rent,
Star Trek and Rent.
Yeah. What did he do in Trek?
He plays Dr. Stamets in Star Trek Discovery.
Oh, neat.
Yeah. I know it's heresy to say, but I didn't actually like Rent.
Rent has its problems.
Rent has its problems. Like also though, I haven't seen the stage version. I've only seen the theatrical version, so that might be clouding it some. But
only some.
my issue with it was like, all right, so you got these people who are living in their friend's place for free and are being angry about that. And there's this guy who has his dream job and is angry about that. And their friend who is a person of color, it's like, yeah, just do this one thing since you can't pay rent and you can keep staying here. And they're like, no, we're not going to do that. We want this. I'm like, this doesn't sit right. I don't know what they're trying to do, but it did not sit right.
Yeah, there's a few things about that. There's also the historical context of the Bohemian movement in New York at the time, which I really don't know anything about, so I don't feel able to like compare it to current like anti-landlord movements.
Yeah.
And Benny, for all he is black, is a landlord.
He is.
So both of those factors I feel complicated, and you're right.
So yeah. But Anthony Rapp's character was a rich kid.
Yes.
Who was
Mark
super privileged and angry about it.
There's a line late in the show. It's Mark and oh god, I can't remember the characters' names anymore.
Is it the guy who is the cop on the police procedure?
I don't know.
The guy whose girlfriend is trans.
No, that's Collins. The one who's living with Mark.
Which one's Mark again? Sorry, that's
The
Anthony
one
Rapp,
Anthony
right?
Rapp plays.
All right. I forgot.
Roger.
I don't remember Roger.
It's okay. He's about as great a character as Mark. But the two of them are arguing because after Angel's death,
I remember Angel.
yes, everyone should remember Angel.
Yeah.
After Angel's death, Roger is going to move cross country, and Mark has sold out, and the two of them are arguing.
Wait,
And
is Roger the one with the guitar?
yes.
Okay, I remember that.
This sequence starts with, "It's true, you sold your guitar and bought a car. It's true." Anyways, the fight between him and Mark, Roger is accusing Mark of never getting close to anyone, never wanting to engage. You're always behind your camera. You're always step back for someone who longs for a community of his own, who's with his camera alone. And at one point, Mark cuts back with, "Perhaps it's because I'm the one of us to survive," referencing the fact that most of the rest of the cast has HIV. To which Roger says, "Poor baby."
I mean,
like getting back to this rich kid who's angry that his life is everything he wants it to be. Poor baby.
Yeah.
You're so fastidious with how you put everything mise en place when you do this. I'm very impressed.
Oh, thank you.
Sorry, abrupt topic.
It's probably because my brain wants things to be organized. I don't like it when like certain foods can't touch, and I think that just kind of crosses over to when I'm making the food as well. So like with breakfast foods, eggs and pancakes, they can't touch. Syrup and eggs, they can't touch. But pancakes and bacon can touch. Syrup and bacon can touch. Did I already say pancakes and bacon? Eggs and bacon can touch. It's like bacon can do it all.
Bacon is the equalizer.
But they still have to be, but the eggs still have to be separate from the pancakes. Now I'm going to slice the come on, brain. Scallions. And for slicing the scallions, I'm going to use the paring knife. I always have to look at my cheat sheet to know what I'm using.
That's not a bad thing.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I'm very particular about my food. So if you ever go out to eat with me, I will tend to get the same things from restaurants over and again. Which I'm okay with. I think part of it, now I remember us talking about this on Grey's Matter podcast, coming back one of these days, that I might be a super taster.
Yes. Would you like me to look that up right now so we can talk about it?
Oh, that would be grand. I've never looked into whether or not I really am one, but would not be surprised. Especially with how my dad used to say that I don't like gravy because I don't have a refined palate. Like, no, I don't like gravy because gravy's nasty.
All right, so I have 3 tabs open. I have one from Wikipedia, one from Healthline, and one from the Smithsonian Magazine. Smithsonian Magazine article was in 2004. The Healthline article is 2019, and Wikipedia is Wikipedia. Where would you like to start?
Let's start with I am filling this pot with water and bringing it to a boil.
All right.
And then let's go to Scientific American.
Okay. Smithsonian.
I'm sorry, Smithsonian, yes.
Okay. All right.
All right.
So some people,
Potatoes
it
are going
seems...
into this pot. Potatoes are going into this pot. In fact, I should have poured the water straight onto the potatoes, but I wasn't paying attention. That's okay. Because it's art.
So people
you were
have,
saying?
yeah, people have different number of fungiform papillae, which you may know as taste buds, with tongue topography ranging from, say, sparse cactus-pocked deserts to lush lawns.
Mm-hmm.
It's a genetically inherited trait. A person has to have wall-to-wall papillae on their tongue and also have an ability to readily taste PROP, a bitter synthetic compound known as 6N-propylthiouracil, which is used as a thyroid medication.
I see.
And I will run over to Wikipedia because I saw that word. Originally, the idea of testing for taste was done with a compound called PTC, phenolthiocarbamide. Some people find it familiar. 65% of people find it bitter, 28% found it tasteless, and 6% described other taste qualities. And the ability to taste it is genetic.
Oh, kind of like cilantro.
Yes. And in the 1960s, a guy named Roland Fisher linked that to the ability to taste the propylthiouracil, one that is used in research today.
Cool. What I'm doing now is getting out baking sheet, putting some oil on it. We're going to be putting green beans on this. So, sorry, please continue.
All right. According to this 2004 article, super sensitive taste influences what people eat. Super tasters often shun strong drinks like coffee, frosted
I find coffee
cake.
Gross. It depends on the frosting.
Greasy barbecued ribs, hoppy handcrafted ales.
I don't like ale.
Yeah, hops are an acquired taste, is what I'll say about that.
Yeah.
Some scientists have speculated that super tasters don't eat enough bitter vegetables, which help protect against cancer.
Do they really?
I mean, if you're not going to eat bitter foods, it stands to reason that you're probably not going to eat enough bitter vegetables.
I mean, sorry, do the vegetables really help protect against cancer?
Yes.
Oh. Well, sucks to be me then.
There's reasons that your mom told you to eat your veggies.
No, there isn't. No, I mean, in my case, there isn't. Because green beans and broccoli, I love those. Mm-hmm. And I would often request green beans. And I tolerated carrots, cooked carrots. I like raw carrots. Baked carrots I found are freaking delicious. Wish I knew that earlier.
I'll agree with you on that point. I can't stand the texture of raw carrots.
Yeah. But cooked carrots, nah. Corn, I like corn.
What do you think of Brussels sprouts?
Do not like them. They are
Spinach?
gross. Also gross.
Turnips.
I've actually never had a turnip.
Okay. Watercress.
I thought that was a nut.
No, it's a leafy green.
Oh, what am I thinking of?
Water chestnuts.
I am thinking of water chestnuts. I don't know. I've never tried it.
All right. Super tasters often eat excess salt because salt successfully masks bitter flavors.
I do have to actively not use too much salt. Salt is winter. On rare occasions, I dip carrots in peanut butter. I mean, carrots and peanut butter, not bad. I'll have it. I like apples and peanut butter better, personally.
It's very good. Alcohol.
Nope. I mean, I'll have the occasional cider, but that's like a once a year thing.
Mm-hmm. Have you tried many alcohols?
I've tried various beers, a couple ales, whiskey. I tried a wine about 2 weeks ago. I tried a variety of wines, scotches, mixed drinks.
What did you think of the wines?
Bernie, tart, tasted like poisoned berries.
That is pretty much literally what wine is, yes.
Yeah. But yeah,
Tobacco?
when I tried it, I was really like, oh, this is poisoned berry. Ugh. Tobacco? Gross. Very gross.
You are probably a super taster.
Yeah, I guess that checks out.
Cons of being a super taster. You eat few healthy vegetables.
Yeah, that checks out.
May be at a higher risk for colon cancer.
That also checks out. Also, my mom had polyps, so I got to get checked out earlier.
People who don't eat these vegetables may have more colon polyps and higher cancer risks.
Woo!
And increased risk for heart disease.
I do have high blood pressure. Most of my family has high blood pressure. We're black. Of course, we have high blood pressure. My paternal grandfather died of a heart attack. My paternal grandmother died of a stroke.
Is that a generational trauma thing, or is that a genetic thing?
That is, I honestly don't know.
Okay.
It's hard to say.
Did you see that Solstice Winter dips carrots in peanut butter?
Yes, she does.
I was looking at the other screen. I do celery in peanut butter personally.
Yeah, those are 2 of the 3 ingredients for ants on a log. That is too
They
much.
are. The raisins really change the flavor profile, though.
They do. They really do. Let's see. I don't want cumin.
Mostly the celery just cuts the thickness of the peanut butter.
Yes. So I do really like celery. A lot of people are like, oh, that's just hard water. I'm like, no, it's not. It has a flavor. My favorite lettuce is iceberg. It just tastes so good. It has that nice crunch to it. I only tolerate romaine.
Romaine is whatever, but iceberg doesn't have any of the benefits of lettuce, really, because it doesn't have any of those nice dark green nutrients in it.
Yeah, but it tastes so much better. So much better.
Because all of those nice dark green nutrients are bitter.
Yeah.
Solstice Winter says raisins are one of the few foods that she refuses.
Well, I'll have your share of raisins then.
And Brass Specs says the raisins kill Brian.
Wait. Who? What?
Brass Specs.
Hi, Brass Specs. Raisins kill Brian?
That is what the comment says. Sounds like an allergy to me.
Indeed. I'm wondering if Brass Specs is Brian, and which Brian, does I know two Brians whom raisins would be bad for.
That's impressive.
Yeah, life is weird. All right, so the oven's been preheating at 425. The recipe called for just salt and pepper on the green beans. I put on some garlic powder, oregano, and thyme. Did I put anything else on? No,
Paprika.
just oregano. I should put on some paprika. That's smart.
Thyme, paprika, and salt is extremely good. I did potatoes with oregano, thyme, and paprika the other day, and it was wonderful.
Oh yeah, that's the good stuff.
And avocado oil.
All right. Now this is going on the top rack. And I think it's going in for 25 minutes. Let me double check here.
At 425, that sounds right.
Sorry, no, 12 to 15 minutes. I said that for 15 minutes.
Brass Specs has a comment with an arrow pointing towards their avatar that says, "Damn it."
Hey, damn it. All right, I know which Brian it is. And this isn't Brian, but I know who this is. Whoops.
Boiled over?
Boiled over.
Well, you caught
All
it.
right. So the recipe that I'm going off of has prep in 10 minutes, ready in 30 minutes. Now, as we've been streaming for 37 minutes now, it's a definite lie. Need a wooden spoon over the pot. Yes, I do.
I bet if we weren't chatting and you were just focusing on really prepping those veggies, it might only take 10 minutes.
Maybe. All right. Reserve half a cup potato cooking liquid. Not going to do that. Drain and return potatoes to pot. That I will do.
Why do they want you to reserve the potato cooking liquid?
In case I need to pour it back in to smash the potatoes.
I see.
Because we're making some mashed potatoes.
Right. I usually just add a fat.
Yeah. Oh, a fat's going in here as well. It calls for butter and sour cream. Can't have sour cream, so it's just going to be butter and extra butter.
You got milk?
Can't have milk and don't have milk. Speaking of milk, Milk Jam put their foot in their mouth recently.
Oh, balls, how?
So this is Halloween, as it's coming up. And so instead of doing like Halloween flavors for Halloween, they did the Hogwarts houses for Halloween.
Oh.
They got some feedback about that.
Yeah.
They deleted a lot of the feedback and then used a Dumbledore quote while apologizing and didn't change anything.
So somebody
people
at
are
Milk
upset
Jam
with them.
really likes Harry Potter, or someone's child really likes Harry Potter, and they didn't want to do anything with it.
Exactly. So now this calls for 1 tablespoon of butter and 1 ounce sour cream. Can't have sour cream, so we're going to put in 3 tablespoons butter. I believe that is the conversion. Being 1 ounce sour cream to 2 tablespoons butter. I hear you typing. I hope I'm correct, because that's what's going in. Boom.
Oh no, that's not. I was still trying to figure out the, trying to find some of what you were talking about with milk jam.
Oh yeah, it was mostly on their Facebook page. So I was looking in the drawers for my potato masher, forgetting that I put it in one of these handy dandy um, uh, jars of holding utensils. Why can't I think of utensil holder? Utensil holder. Wow, words. Words are hard.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with someone's kid likes Harry Potter and they can't bear to make them feel bad about it. But it does look like they have changed their flavors, or at least the names
Oh,
of the
good.
flavors.
Wonder what they're changing them to.
Let's play a game. Is red
All right,
wine cherry ice cream with oat crumble.
good.
I see dead people is blue
Mhm.
coconut sherbet with golden spiced apple sherbet. That sounds delicious.
Yeah,
The call is coming from inside the house is
of
butternut
course it is.
squash ice cream with spiced pear butter, pepite almond brittle,
Nice.
and Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice,
Oh, now he's going to show up in your house.
right? So yeah, they kept their flavors and changed the names, which is a good choice.
Yes, that is good.
Good, I don't have to find a new anniversary place.
Yeah. No, I don't blame you. The I was really peeved with them, and not just for like the faux pas of using Harry Potter in this climate, but for not accepting criticism but deleting it, and then trying to cover it up with using a Harry Potter quote.
Yeah, clearly somebody else stepped in and said, "Take a step the fuck back."
Yeah.
Did I tell you a couple of years ago, and not COVID, but I don't remember what year exactly. My
Hmm.
nephew wanted a Harry Potter birthday party, and because he's 8, and the only thing he knows about it is the books, his parents
Hmm.
put homebrewed the decorations and everything. They didn't buy any Harry Potter themed merch to do this
Oh
because
yeah.
they knew I would get on their case if they did, and made a very like Minnesotan meat and potatoes kind of grand feast for the dinner.
Lovely.
It was. My partner looked at the table and said, "Huh, no surf,
Know what?
no surf."
Surf.
Uh huh.
SURF.
Uh huh.
Hmm.
Think about where you might hear the term surf in related relation to food.
Yeah. Surf and turf.
No surf. It's a Harry Potter themed party.
Oh.
I thought he was very clever.
All right. I just mixed in some salt and pepper to these mashed potatoes. I'm gonna mash them up a little bit more.
You know, if you want a cheesy flavor but you don't want to put cheese in, you can use nutritional yeast.
Hmm. I'll have to remember that for the future. All right. Pew. All right. Next up is the pork chops. I'm gonna move this over. Got a pan.
Put a lid on them so they don't get cold.
Yes. All right. There we go. All right. We're gonna oil this up. Whoops. All right. Toss and turn in here. All right, go ahead and get out the pork chops. Kept those in the Frigidaire. So anyway, as I was saying earlier, I don't think about the Roman Empire very often, if at all. Usually, if I'm thinking about something, it's how much I hate Ronald Reagan and Margaret Thatcher. Because they fucked up everything.
They fucked up a lot, yeah.
Yeah. And, you know, this week has been a very I hate Woodrow Wilson week. But it's usually, if I think about a historical figure, it's either Thatcher or Reagan.
And now I have to see how Woodrow Wilson fits into the whole nonsense. Oh, Lord. Okay. Nope, I see it. I see it. I just didn't know that he was involved in that.
In which are you referring to? Because he's involved
The
in
Balfour
several
Declaration
things.
specifically.
Oh, yes. That's not what I was thinking of, but yes, there's that too. I was thinking of him making Europe worried that the U.S. wouldn't sell them oil.
Oh.
When they had newly discovered oil, which helped push Europe to disrupt the Middle East even further.
Yep.
Accelerated that by a number of years. And then Wilson was also, apologist for the Confederacy. On top of that. And he resegregated the government.
You know, I know we had worse presidents than Trump.
Yeah.
But still. Andrew Jackson, for one.
Oh, yeah. Frickin' Jackson.
Bloody Andrew Jackson.
Mm-hmm. All right. Pork chops are on the pan. Getting some salt. Getting some pepper. Go ahead and get some fry seasoning. Now, I forget if I'm supposed to use the whole thing or only part of it. Let me double check that here.
So how did Wilson fit into the Balfour Declaration? Because it looks like it was all British, which is what I thought.
Which one was the Balfour Declaration?
What?
Which one was the Balfour?
The one that paved the way for the British Mandate.
Oh, yeah. Allied discussion. He did help influence that a bit.
Yeah.
So, yeah. This week's been a heavy I hate Woodrow Wilson week.
Fair.
So, in fact, Woodrow Wilson, indirectly, pretty much every panel I have about artificial intelligence at conventions, I'd say about every other one of those, I reference the Sykes-Picot agreement, which is a part of the shenanigans that Wilson helped put together.
I'm seeing the name Sykes all over. Sykes and Picot. Yep, there we go.
Yep, Sykes-Picot, the fall of the Ottoman Empire.
Yep.
I'm like, screw you, Woodrow Wilson. Stop messing up the world. I mean, you have to go back in time to get him to stop, but
right.
Get out some oregano and thyme.
Such a good combination. Throw some basil in there too. See what happens.
Yeah.
It'll taste Italian is what'll happen.
Italia. Wait, do I have any basil left? Hold on. Rosemary, parsley, sage, sesame seeds, cumin.
I sent you the website I buy spices from, right?
Maybe.
Montgomery Herb Company.
Maybe.
Or no, Monterey Herb Company. Sorry.
Oh, that sounds right. I am out of basil.
Darn. What about sage?
Oh, well.
Give it a local flavor.
Yeah. Sage is good. That's some sage advice.
Har, 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 har. Well, it looks like my friend group is going to do some agritourism on Sunday. We're going to a pick your own farm with corn maze.
Ooh, nice.
Is that a tradition of yours? Orchards, corn mazes, haunted hay rides?
Not the haunted hayride, but the rest of it.
I've never been on a haunted hayride either. I'm just mentioning it.
When I was a youngling, after my parents divorced, my mom, her not at the time, but is now husband, my siblings and I would go to an apple orchard most years. I have no idea where. I do not remember where.
Mm-hmm.
But we used to do that. I did go to an orchard not last year, but the year before. That was a good time. Went with POC group. I was going to go again this year, but was not able to.
Get your beans.
Didn't have the time. All right. Turn off the oven. Where'd I put the? Here it is. The rest of the fry seasoning.
I went to an apple orchard to do the whole thing for my very first time last year.
Oh, lovely.
Because when you're a transplant, you don't do these things growing up.
I suppose not.
We went to the beach.
The beach, the beach, the beach. Justin's not really much of a fan of the beach, so I did go a lot growing up.
I hate sand, and I doubt you went to the Pacific Ocean beach.
No, though I have been to the Pacific Ocean twice in my life. Thrice in my life.
It's a big one.
Yeah, it's big. As much as people hate to hear it, people out west hate to hear it, it does look like Lake Superior.
I was shocked. I was absolutely shocked because my go-to Superior? For people, my go-to for people, like when describing what's the ocean like, was it's like a lake, but imagine if you couldn't see the other side. And I got here, and my friends were all like, "That's just Lake Superior."
Yeah.
And I finally went to Lake Superior a few years ago, and I'm like, "Huh, so it is."
Yep. Lake Superior. Pretty much an inland sea. Minus the salt. It's not salt water, but other than that, it's pretty much an inland sea. All right, just turning these over, trying to get a more even cook on my pork chops than I normally get, because I'm still bad at that. But the broccoli is broccoli. The green beans, I've got broccoli on the brain now. Green beans are ready. The mashed potatoes are ready. So all you gotta do is let the pork chops finish, then going to make the sauce that goes over it, and then it's going to be food time. Oh yeah. So shouldn't take too much longer. Yeah. The first time or the second time, one of those two times, I was at Glass Beach in not San Francisco.
North or south?
Well, where's Sacramento?
Inland.
All right. And where's San Francisco from Sacramento?
West. It's right on the coast.
I mean, like northwest or southwest?
Pretty much due west, if I'm remembering right.
Oh. Oh, I don't know then. I'd have to look it up.
I'd
One of the times
say,
I was at Glass Beach. The other time I
yeah.
was in San Francisco.
Let me just Glass Beach Bay Area.
Mm-hmm. The third time was more recent. It was when I was up in Washington State. Yeah, our cousins are in California, so both times I was
Fort
there as a kid was
Bragg.
their wedding.
Whoa, what happened to your microphone?
What do you mean? What happened to my phone?
It suddenly got all muddled and muted.
Oh, is it better now?
Yes.
Maybe I was just mumbling.
Maybe.
Audio got muzzy. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I was mumbling.
Okay, so Sacramento is actually pretty much due northeast of
Okay.
San Francisco, but Glass Beach is much further north than either of those. It's north of Santa Rosa. It's past all of the missions.
Mm.
Santa Rosa is where I went to summer camp.
Fun? Question mark?
Yeah. The summer camp in question burned in the most recent giant fires. The
Oh dear.
giant fires. But they've probably rebuilt it by now. Glass Beach is near
Yeah.
Fort Bragg, if that
Okie
helps.
dokie. It does help a little bit. Yeah. They don't really brag about being a fort now, do they?
Har, 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 har.
Oh, that was bad. That was bad.
It really was.
Yeah. All right.
Especially after we just circled around condemnation of military imperialism.
Yep. Yep. All right. Pork chops should be ready. They're looking ready. Gonna cut into one and see how it is. Just, right. There we go. So yeah, nice and up, nice
Yeah,
and
that looks
rotate,
delicious.
nice and good in the center, not too pink on the outside, not too charred. Got a nice coloration there. So I'm going to take these off. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. All right. So we're going to add in the garlic and the scallions. Whilst I figure out how to handle things. There we go. Now it's supposed to be the scallion whites, but as I've said in previous episodes, I am a little too lazy for that.
If you ever have a specifically East Asian inspired dish, I do recommend reserving some of the greens for garnish at the end.
Yes. I'm going to put in a little bit more oil because most of it's cooked off. And I should have done that first, actually.
So what? It's fine.
Yep. I'm using extra virgin olive oil from Good and Gather because store brand is just as good as name brand for most things. Not for raisins. Store brand raisins are nasty. Don't know why, but they are. All right. Then got to stir this up a bit. Where's my spatula? Here we go. Boop, 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 boop. Stir that up a little bit. Just making it fragrant. It is that thing that you had called it that I can't remember the name of.
Aromatics?
An aromatic. Putting in 1/4 cup water.
That'll help with caramelization.
Yes.
And also making it into a sauce.
Yes. Pour it in slowly because water and oil don't mix. Don't want any splash over. Don't want to burn down the kitchen.
Maybe I should bring over the remains of this Costco chicken and you can make stock out of it.
Oh, that'd be interesting. I don't have a stock pot though.
Maybe I'll bring my stock pot.
Sounds good. Speaking of which, time to put in the chicken stock.
Is it a chicken stock concentrate? Because you just put in water.
Sorry, chicken stock concentrate.
Okay. I was curious. I wasn't sure if they wanted you to add more liquid.
And then a bit more fry seasoning in here. There we go. Then we do this until the liquid reduces, which is about 2 or 3 minutes.
All right, so we've talked about raisins. What about craisins?
I like craisins. Don't like too many of them, though. I get tired of them fast. They're very tangy.
Yes, they
I
are.
do not like too much tang. Also, I do not like the drink tang. I do not like tang.
That brings back summer camp memories, too.
What, astronaut drink?
Yeah, actually. Because the way they do it is they would have pitchers of water and tang that you could have at your table. And that's where I learned the phrase, if you kill it, you fill it.
Oh.
If you finished the tang, you were the one who went and switched out the pitchers.
I didn't hear that phrase until I was an adult. And I think it was in a workplace with a coffee pot.
Same concept.
I was never the one to kill it because I don't drink coffee.
Yep.
Though I did learn to make coffee using work machines because everybody else drinks coffee. Well, almost everybody else.
I made my office buy a variable temperature kettle for tea.
Oh, that's smart.
Which I then took home when we lost our office during the pandemic.
Even smarter.
So now I own a variable temperature kettle, and I'm very happy about this.
Nice. All right, so that's pretty reduced. So made a little sauce here. Just kind of saucy.
Very saucy. That looks beautiful. I can practically smell that through the computer screen.
Yeah, it's some good stuff. It's the good stuff.
Makes me wish I had gotten in my car in the rain.
Yeah. But better safe than sorry. And there'll be another time. All right. Now it's time to put it all together.
Plate that food. Solstice Winter's work also has a massive coffee pot that also dispenses. It's called scalding water.
Nice. Those are good to have. We also at my job have a coffee pot a coffee machine. It's one of those big ones that you'll see at like stage theaters where you push a button and water comes out, but it's a coffee brewer. Is my audio muzzy again?
No.
Okay. So I was thinking maybe it's because I was standing in this corner over here. Might be just too far away from, or not too far away, in a shielded area.
I suspect that it was a physical barrier on your microphone. I don't know what that would have been, but that's what it sounded like.
Could have been. All right.
Oh, Riv, I love you so much.
Who are you loving?
All right, so I'm in a Discord for people at my synagogue, and at Shabbat services tonight, a person who is not in the Discord referenced a particular Spotify playlist that local Kohanas who I know, actually not through Judaism, I met them at a reptile show. But they put it together and it looks wonderful and makes me want to actually log into Spotify.
Nice. I don't have a Spotify.
Yeah, I try not to use it because it's owned by the evil empire.
Yeah. We're already beholden to them in enough ways as it is.
I've pretty much divested from them. I mean, as much as anyone can when Amazon Web Service exists. But
yeah, they do own a good portion of the internets.
Yeah.
All right, just moving things around. There we go. There we are.
So good.
Mashed potatoes with the skin, because skin is delicious.
Right?
Got our pork chops with the sauce and our green beans. Only add a third hand. There we go.
That looks so good, Justin.
Oh, yeah. Get out a kniff for the pork chops. And oh, yeah. All right.
No, leave it, because then we can see the food too.
Okie doke. Yeah. All right. Mashed potatoes.
Nice and buttery.
Yes, but it needs a little bit more salt. Go and get some more of this salt that I got from my mom. I forgot what it's called.
The smoked stuff.
Yep, that's the stuff. All right, let's try it again. There we go.
Yum.
Yep. Very good potato flavor, and I do like the taste of the potatoes. A little smoky there, which that salt's good for. I can taste the garlic. I put in some garlic seasoning, if you don't recall. So that's coming out nicely. Oh, yeah.
Now I want like garlic fries.
I
wonder if Sonora does garlic fries.
That's the $1 million question.
I probably still won't order them because they probably have Parmesan cheese on them, but
green beans. Oh yeah, very flavorful, very bold. They taste
Oh, hi, Leo.
Hey, buddy. They taste like getting together with some people and having a good time together. Getting together to collaborate and spending a weekend. All right. Pork chop. Pork chop. Let's see what you do.
Those are cats holding hearts. Okay. Good pork. Tell us about the pork.
Oh, yeah. The pork tastes like a holiday meal.
Ooh.
Getting together with the family, sitting down to eat, and it's still early afternoon because holiday meals are earlier in the day. And everyone's ready to just shut up and eat and not, bring their negativity to the table because it's time for some goodness.
That is a marvelous description.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, this is good. I am happy about how this turned out.
Save that recipe card.
Mm-hmm. Well, if anybody wants it and wants how I altered it, let me know, and I'll type up the alterations and post them to the Discord. I believe neither of our viewers are in the Discord. If you're not, you know how to reach me, and I'll get you an invite to it. Mm. Oh yeah, this is good. I will let you know next time I have this, and you can come over and we'll have it together. All right. I think that's all for tonight. I'm going to end the stream and finish my meal, and then clean up the kitchen. Thank you, everybody, for joining tonight. Thank you, Sarah, for being my co-host to the Disembodied Voice. Everybody have a wonderful night, and I'll see you next week.
Bye-bye.
Oh, I missed.